Hey, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Of course, I want you to subscribe automatically. That's like, without even thinking about it, you should subscribe. And I have my good friend, Dr. Bob, here with me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm stoked because, like, I think I met you the first time TV taping, and I remember you brought all this stuff.
I brought some stuff today. We met about 15 years ago.
Was it 15?
Mm-hmm. And I met your mom over 30 years ago. It's amazing.
Yeah. But the stuff you bring, tell everybody, because I'm always like, woo, this is like toys.
Well, I really think it's important to have props and visuals. Like when we're going to be doing taping today, I actually brought an anatomical model.
Yeah.
And that people, when you say that on the airplane, like the driver, I have a model in here. And they think like, it's like, what do you mean a model? So visualization is important.
Yep.
And I think that people, if they can see where a heart's located in the body, we can have a little bit better conversation than just say the heart is located here.
Right. And the visual piece, because some people are visual learners, some people are auditory. What do you do for the kinesthetic learners?
Well, in our practice, you know, because I'm a chiropractor and I touch people's lives, when we're giving our report of the findings, we always let them see what's going on. And because of the anatomical model, it makes people a little nervous when they're picking up a plastic liver, but that's where the gallbladder is located. So we try to touch all the bases.
Nice. How'd you get into this stuff?
Well, to bore you with it, it was 1970. I was planning on going to the Navy. And then after the Navy, I was going to be a fireman and just hang out the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. Went down to the guidance counselor's office. I made the upper half of our class look really good, if you know what I'm saying. So I saw this catalog about chiropractic. I paged through it. I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. And so I went home and told my parents. And from that point on, I just studied. And it really was a divine interruption in my life. Mm-hmm. And the Lord has really blessed me with a lot of insight. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy helping people. I think that motivates me more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Did you like thumbing through the chiropractor thingy and studying it? Did you like that stuff?
I loved gross anatomy. In other words, I did human dissection. And I was a human dissection lab instructor.
Seriously?
Seriously.
No way.
Oh, yeah. When I was
Cadavers? No way. The stuff you learn. Holy buckets.
And so there were some young men from Europe that were a part of the training back in 1973 and 74, and being a lab instructor and a little bit of a barrier of communication. So we sang about the muscles and the organs and the tissues, and that's how they learned. But it was intriguing to open up the individual bodies and look inside and just see how the body functions. And I think about this sometimes. You know, we are really miraculously made. Like you and I are having conversation right now, and our eyes are blinking, and our kidneys are functioning, and our heart is pumping. Could you imagine we had to think about that? Most people can't even chew gum and count their breaths at the same time.
It's true. So you started doing cadaver work. And,
yes, and I was 19 years old at the time.
Serious?
And, you know, we had big old macho men. We didn't wear rubber gloves at first. Until the formaldehyde started making our hands go numb. And then it was
gloves.
And it was just a lot of fun, just helping people, learning, and just, you know, touching people. Mm-hmm. And I just love to help make a difference in their lives, especially now. You know, so many people think that medicine is the answer for everything, and I'm not saying it's not. So if you're taking a medication right now, I'm not trying to go off your medication. But I'm talking about responsibility.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have so many people that are having an obesity issue today. We have ice cream stores in every corner. There's drive-through lines that are out to the street. Mm-hmm. It's just being a little bit more disciplined, taking a little bit more control of your health so you're not dependent on a chemical trying to change your body function.
Yeah. I'll never forget, then I always hear you in my head, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. Where is that from? Hippocrates. Who?
Hippocrates, you know, one of the old Greek guys that they can still control our life forever and ever and ever.
He's like pre-Jesus, huh?
Pre-Jesus. But, you know, they understand form and function. And in the 1980s, and this is really, there's certain points in my life that really changed me. It was right in the late 1980s. I was having people come in that just loved Dr. Bob. I was taking care of them on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and they just loved. And then some of them started coming in on Monday, and they said, hey, whatever you did to me on Friday, I'm in pain. I thought, no, this is not right. I said, I didn't do anything different to you. So I prayed. I literally prayed. I could go back to the moment right now, and the Lord said to me, go back to your embryology book. So I went back, and I saved all of my books. I still have some of them, by the way. And I looked to see where the pancreas originated from. The pancreas originates embryologically right here, but it moves to your abdomen. But it gets its electricity, for lack of a better term, from up here. So I started asking them questions. So what'd you do over the weekend? I had ice cream, I went to a wedding, I had this. So then I refined it even more. And this is gonna be also very interesting for you watching me right now. I have noticed watermelon, not saying anything against watermelon, will cause mid-back pain. So will pineapple. So will white potatoes. So will bananas and raisins and yogurt. And you say, Dr. Bob, you're taking away all the good food. No, I'm teaching you that if you have chronic pain in your left neck and mid-back, it could be something that you're eating that's aggravating the pancreas. The pancreas is like a motor for your pool. So let's say you have a pool, the motor's running and running and running, gets overheated, flips the breaker. Or maybe there's a short. So you go to flip the breaker, it keeps on shorting out. Well, every day people are constantly eating sugar, refined foods, very sweet fruits. So they have this chronic pain. So much so that I've seen chronic individuals have vertebra misalignment in their mid-back directly related to what they're eating. That is huge.
Yeah. So interesting, like be careful on things, different stuff to eat. What are some like basic things we should be consistently eating?
Well, I encourage people to eat green food. Green food will help you poop. People need to poop.
Oh, that's awesome,
I know, we got right down to it. This is a wonderful, you want to be subscribed to this channel because you're going to learn healthy tips. Green food is magnesium. So if you're feeling heart palpitations right now, it's very common in women over 50, could be a magnesium need. So I have a mixed green salad every day of my life. I have beets every day of my life. Dr. Bob's ABCs, a half a red apple every day.
Yep.
Beet fiber, a medium carrot, and I threw another one in there. It's an R for radish, because radishes are really important for digestion. It comes down to proper digestion. So focus on as many non-starchy green vegetables that you can. I eat organic meat. I figured this, if Jesus ate meat, I can eat meat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So greens, when you say greens, what does that mean? Like kale?
Broccoli, I'll throw cabbage in there, asparagus, Brussels sprouts.
Yay! Love Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are really, really good for you. And those happen to be sulfur foods. And sulfur food's really important for your complexion. Sulfur helps digestion. So sulfur type foods are important. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, radishes. So they're a part of my salad. So my salad is my bowl of medicine.
Yep.
Every day. I usually will have an egg for breakfast, hard-boiled. I might have some vegetables for breakfast. You could have anything, but I don't eat pastries for breakfast. Like, I could not imagine. My blood sugar would go.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I had a donut. Maybe in the 70s. And
Holy buckets.
I know.
That's impressive.
I choose not to do that.
Sure, I got you. So, random question, what do you do to relax?
I like to ride my bike. I like to drink organic coffee with organic half and half, sitting down, talking to my wife about life. To me, just sitting and just smelling the air.
Yep.
My favorite place in the whole world to relax, though, is in Paris, by looking at the Eiffel Tower.
Serious?
It's magnificent.
Yeah.
Or the Roman Colosseum.
Oh.
But
Oh
even
my
just
gosh.
just being in nature and watching the water trickle or waves lap in and listening to that and, just cooling the brain down. I watch very little TV because you can lose a lot of time watching.
Yeah.
And even social media, I pretty much have divorced myself.
Yeah.
I think you're going to hear more and more of that. People are cutting not only the cord, but that social media, because you could get dragged down.
Yeah, that's true. You like to read?
My own books?
You
Nah.
read your own books?
No, I don't. You know, I read YouVersion, the YouVersion Bible app.
Yep.
I pretty much have made the very first thing that I do when I wake up. And by the way, a little promo for myself. I have like 6 or 7 devotionals on YouVersion that people can watch. And
Yep.
you know, it takes you right there. You read through it. And I love about the Bible app is it's not like
Yeah.
trying to figure out who came first,
Yeah.
Hosea or Isaiah.
Sure. Do you read any like fiction?
Don't have time for fiction.
No fiction.
No.
Nonfiction. What do you read for nonfiction? Have you ever read Atul Gawande?
I don't.
Do you know who he is?
No.
He's fascinating.
It's not a part of my radar screen.
Well, you might consider reading him because he wrote a book called Being Human.
Okay.
And it's end of life, aging stuff. And
That's where I'm at, you know.
well, I'm not saying anything like that. But it's really good. It makes you think about stuff and in terms of like elderly care and being respectful and honoring, you know, and really attentive to some of the aging issues. It's good. It's really good. It gives you food for thought.
No, that's important. You know, at my point in my life, I realized when I was about 5 years old, believe it or not, death and eternity.
Yeah.
So my life, that has been my rudder, being aware of that. You know, you can go to see Jesus at any time. You just want to be rapture ready and Jesus ready.
Yeah, write your epitaph now.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's what I'm working on.
Nice. Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
Totally fun. We of course want to thank you for subscribing. Hit the notifications. Thanks for liking us and sharing us and all that stuff. And here's a question for you to think about. What is your favorite, in your mind, this is your thinking, what's your favorite health food? You're like, what? Think about that. What's your favorite health food? What do you enjoy eating that's healthy? And what do you like the most? So that's something for you to think about. And here's a joke as we finish. What do you call a camel in Alaska? Think about it. Lost. Catch you next week. It's
That's
nice.
good. That's
huh?
good. That was
Nice.
good.
Thanks again.